In today's video, I discuss the major drama that broke out in the mukbang community between Nikocado Avocado and Stephanie Sue. Who the hell is lying? That story coming up now. Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I hope you're having a fantastic day today. If you're a return subscriber, I really do appreciate your continued support. If you're new here and you enjoy these types of videos, be sure to subscribe to my channel. Everyone give this video a big thumbs up, click on that notification bell and select it to all. That way you'll be notified when I upload my next video. Before we get started, and as always, I do need to remind you guys that I am a drama commentary channel. I have opinions and I speak them freely. Opinions are not facts, they never have been facts, and they never will be facts. Now that I've gotten that out of the way, let's go ahead and dive in. On December 21st, Stephanie Sue uploaded a video called Why I Am Scared of Nikocado Avocado. In the video, a very emotional Stephanie Sue explained her recent interaction she had with Nikocado during his trip to LA earlier this month. She said that during the time that she spent with him, she felt very manipulated by him when she refused to talk about something that he wanted her to talk about. So what happened? Stephanie Sue and Nikocado Avocado had been acquaintances for nearly a year, and once Stephanie felt comfortable enough around Nikocado and that she could trust him, she opened up to him about some minor annoyances she had with a fellow YouTuber she was friends with by the name of Veronica Wang. For those of you who are unfamiliar with Veronica Wang, she does mukbang videos, and last year she found herself in hot water after she falsely copyright striked a YouTube channel called Shukbang, which resulted in the channel being terminated, even though it could be argued that the videos that were made fell under the Fair Use Act. After Shukbang was taken down, Veronica received a lot of backlash. She uploaded a video explaining her reasoning behind striking the channel and that she had every right to do so. In her video, she threw Stephanie Sue under the bus by claiming that she agreed with her decision to strike the channel, when in reality it was quite the opposite. Stephanie Sue found Shukbang's videos very entertaining and did not agree with the channel being taken down. Shukbang did eventually get their channel put back up on YouTube, but only after Veronica and Sass demanded that they make a public apology. Nikocado Avocado has done several videos on Veronica in the past, not in her favor, and it would seem that he wasn't ready to stop talking about her either when he tried to force Stephanie Sue to talk about her and Shukbang during his visit to LA a few weeks ago. Once the drama with Shukbang had finally died down, Stephanie Sue, who was virtually free of drama, was ready to let it go for good, but Nikocado had other plans. In her video, Stephanie claimed that her, Nikocado Avocado, and Zach Choi were to film 3 collab videos that day and 3 more the following day. When asked what Nikocado's video would be about, Stephanie said that he very assertively said Veronica Wang. Stephanie Wang was taken aback by his topic of choice and didn't hesitate to let him know that she was not at all interested in talking about Veronica Wang on his channel. Shocked by her response, Nikocado allegedly responded to Stephanie by saying, "Well then why did you say yes yesterday?" When looking back on the conversation the day before, Stephanie said that the two of them mainly discussed Shukbang and not Veronica. She was also confused as to why he would even want to talk about her and Veronica Wang's friendship because it had absolutely nothing to do with him at all. She said that when Nikocado mentioned Shukbang, she said, "I guess we can't ignore it forever," but she wasn't entirely comfortable with the idea, and she never said she wanted to talk about Veronica, but he tried to make her feel like she did. She said he appeared to be upset that she refused to talk about her. While they were filming one of their collaboration videos, Nikocado took it upon himself to bring up Veronica Wang, knowing full well that Stephanie Sue was not comfortable with the idea of talking about her. When she refused to take the bait, she said he seemed to be annoyed and began trying to twist her words into something they weren't, to make it seem like Veronica had done something horrible to Stephanie, when in reality it was just a minor thing. Stephanie tried to get Nikocado to change the subject and he wouldn't. He made her feel uncomfortable, and once they had finished filming, she felt ashamed and weird. After filming very late into the night, Stephanie headed home, and when she was there, she had a breakdown. Security camera footage showed Stephanie sobbing while her fiancé tried to comfort her, and then she eventually laid down to sleep. It was heartbreaking to watch. While she slept off and on, she kept her phone on silent. While she slept, she missed several text messages from both Nikocado and Zach. When Stephanie got up, she really didn't want to film with Nikocado again for fear of being interrogated about Veronica yet again, so she told Zach she didn't feel well. When she did eventually get up and get ready for the day, she had the following text conversation with Nikocado. Stephanie wrote, "Hey guys, sorry I've been in and out of sleep all afternoon after staying up late after getting back. I don't think I'll be able to film any collabs today. I'm really sick and I realized I had a few sponsors due before year end that are really time sensitive. I'm so sorry. I hope you guys understand, but I'm really happy that we knocked some out yesterday." Nikocado responded, "You just now realized? Stephanie, I've been sitting here for 5 hours. When you were in and out of sleep, you should have picked up the phone and given me a call, not leave me hanging. You didn't like it when Veronica did that to you, so I'm sorry, I do not understand." Veronica responded by saying, "I am so sorry for making you feel that way. I sincerely apologize. I was so drained and slightly out of it this morning, and I'm so upset I didn't call you back earlier because I would never want you to feel like I don't respect your time. Again, I'm truly sorry. And out of respect for our developing friendship, I do want to be transparent and let you know I was uncomfortable with yesterday's video. I am so sorry if I let you think or miscommunicated in any way that I wanted to talk about Veronica, but I truly did not. I mentioned that I wouldn't mind addressing you and me as it pertains to Shukbong, that neither of us had any hard feelings toward each other after what happened, and I did give you my perspective on what happened when we hung out, and it felt as if it was misrepresented in the video. I have mentioned to you many times that although Veronica and I aren't friends and I am hurt or annoyed by some things that happen between us, I have absolutely no ill will towards her, and I feel some compassion for her situation since I've gotten to know her prior. Again, I understand this is your video and I respect your feelings about the situation, but this is how I feel. Again, I'm sincerely so sorry for not getting back to you in time this morning. I hope you enjoy the rest of your stay, and I'm so sorry for this morning." Nikocado responded to her and said, "Then why did you tell me at your house that you wanted to address it on my channel? Also, why are you texting this to Zach? I've messaged you privately." Stephanie replied, "I want to address the issue here since all three of us were in the video, and I also owe Zach an apology for this morning and not keeping him updated on the schedule. I am so sorry for any inconveniences I have caused. Again, from the bottom of my heart, I am so sorry if I made you feel that way. I wanted to let you know because I didn't know that there was a gap of miscommunication and understanding between us until the middle of that video we were filming. I was okay with talking about Shukbong as it pertains to just you and me. Again, I apologize for any misunderstanding there could have been. I hope you enjoy the rest of your stay, and I am so sorry for this morning as well." Nikocado responded, "You already talked to Zach this morning, but ignored me for 5 hours after that. Don't play games." Stephanie replied, "Again, I'm so sorry if there was any miscommunication and if I made you feel that way. I wanted to take this time to clarify miscommunication about the video because I didn't know there was a gap in understanding till the middle of filming the video, and to apologize for this morning. I truly am so sorry. I know that I impacted your schedule today, and I'm so sorry about that." Nikocado responded, "Awesome. So which day would you like to reschedule for?" Stephanie replied, "I know that you're in LA for only a couple more days, and I have a lot scheduled, and I'm so sorry for today. I do have to get back to you since I do have approaching deadlines, and I know Blank already had things planned for me and the doggos for the holidays. Again, I'm so sorry for today, and I hope you're able to enjoy the rest of the day." Nikocado, who wasn't too pleased, said, "Literally at any point in this conversation, you could have resumed with our videos planned for tonight. Please talk to me. Zach told me he wants to be left out. I've reached out half a dozen times already. Please talk to me there." Not only did Nikocado make her feel worse and try to guilt her into filming more collaborations, but he also took to social media while texting her, threatening to expose her with receipts and audio clips. Nikocado posted this to his Instagram page. "I'm this effing close to making an exposing video. Should I? What the F is wrong with people? So rude, self-serving, and inconsiderate." He also posted, "Making some tea, you guys. You won't believe the audacity people have, but I have lots of receipts and audio clips." When Stephanie Sue found out about his Instagram posts, she was angry, hurt, and scared. Stephanie said that she wasn't aware that he was recording her outside of the collab videos, and she also revealed that she had security camera footage of Nikocado taking pictures of the inside of her home, and if you know anything about Stephanie Sue's past, you'll understand just how invasive that was. But it doesn't end there either. Nikocado went out with a group of people and poked fun at Stephanie Sue on social media for something that she said to him in a text message. They chanted "in and out of sleep" repeatedly while laughing, obviously poking fun at how ridiculous it sounded. He also posted this image of "in and out of sleep" to his Instagram page and posted various people that weren't even involved in the situation. Some of these people didn't even know that there was a beef going on between him and Stephanie Sue. Stephanie Sue uploaded her video because she was afraid that he was going to come out with an expose all video filled with half-truths and downright lies. She wanted to reclaim her power back to speak out. She wasn't going to be manipulated and bullied anymore. But is this story, as told by Stephanie Sue, true? What does Nikocado have to say about this? When he found out about her video, he was traveling, but he did put out this very short statement.
The people who came on with the stretcher and everything, and then we had to do a detour to Salt Lake City, so that's where I am now. I'm not going to get home until like 11 a.m. because I missed my connecting flight, and the next available flight for a seat is like 7 hours after that. So I'm not going to have any sleep. I'm not going to get home until, like I said, 11. I'm going to go to sleep. I'm probably going to take seats to show that this is 100% fabricated and a total hit job. And I can prove it to you. So don't worry. Don't freak out. This is the biggest blow I've ever had to me. But yeah, I do have a response. Just wait for it. Don't believe everything you see or hear. Because there's always two sides to a story. And you should know that by now.
And then on December 22nd, he tweeted, "Good morning. I'm finally home. It took like 19 hours because a passenger had a medical emergency and we had to take a detour, and it took forever to get a new flight due to the holidays. Anyways, I will be addressing everything shortly. I'm not ignoring anything. Promise. Thanks." It took Nikocado over a week to respond with a proper video, and honestly, I was losing my patience. During the week, he did 2 live streams and uploaded 7 mukbang videos, some that were pre-recorded according to him. To me personally, it seemed like he was either avoiding the situation or he was dragging it out for views, because once he talks about it, the buzz will die down and we'll all move on to the next drama. I wasn't alone in feeling this way either. His own supporters expressed their disappointment on his Twitter account. One supporter tweeted, "I was a huge fan. I supported you, but you're now just avoiding it. I've been here from the beginning. You at least owe us your side of the story." And then someone replied to this person and said, "Yes, me too. I'm a sub from the beginning. I want Nick to tell his side of the story. He's going to have to address the issue. The longer he waits, he's going to lose many subs. He should take his own advice that he told Veronica Wang. Just apologize and be done. We're waiting." Another fan wrote, "I love you, Nick, but it's making me sad the video is taking so long. When all of the prior drama came out that you've discussed, you always said if they just apologize, it would all go away. Now that's what everyone is waiting on from you." Another individual wrote, "I honestly wanted to think this was all a huge misunderstanding and you never wanted to make anyone feel the way Steph did, but I can see you couldn't give a crap and are milking this dry and taunting everyone with it. Never had a paywall, but now you do. Seems you just want money." Someone else tweeted, "Nick, I'm waiting till after the holidays to make a video. Also, Nick, posting videos while stuffing his face with no care in the world. Shady. It's one thing to take time and think about things away from social media. It's another thing to continue social media and ignore everything." And then finally, this fan tweeted, "It's really hard to believe you in any way anymore. If Stephanie's video was 100% fabricated, a total hit job, the biggest blow you've ever had, and you can prove it to us, yet you haven't addressed the situation at all and have been posting regular videos seemingly for money." Nikocado was receiving an awful lot of backlash for his silence, so he brought up his reasons for the delay in his live streams that took place on Saturday and Sunday. He stated that there are a million reasons for him not uploading, such as it was Christmas time, he had a lot of receipts to go through, and he didn't want to rush it. On Sunday, Nikocado claimed that we would get the much-anticipated video the following day, and honestly, I was skeptical because clearly his definition of shortly does not match mine. Monday came, and to my surprise, Nikocado uploaded his video called Stephanie Sue, and I kid you not, it's an hour and 30 minutes long. So, the world finally got to hear his side of the story, and honestly, I was shocked by what he had to say. According to him, when he arrived in LA, Stephanie Sue was gracious enough to invite him into her home. He said that she gave him the full house tour and she talked about her furniture and various other household appliances. Regarding Nikocado taking pictures inside of her home, he did in fact take some pictures, and according to him, he took pictures only of her kitchen, seating area, a selfie, and a picture of him and Stephanie Sue together. Out of respect for Stephanie, I will not show the images Nikocado included in his video, but he did show a picture he took of her kitchen with her leaning on the kitchen counter. According to Nikocado, the fact that Stephanie Sue was in the kitchen while she was taking pictures debunks her story that she did not know that he was taking pictures of her home while she was in the bathroom. He claims that she was fully aware and was okay with the fact that he was taking pictures of her kitchen and seating area. Nikocado also mentioned that he had a very long FaceTime conversation with his husband and Stephanie Sue while he was there, and according to him, Stephanie Sue gave his husband his own personal tour of her home, and they discussed furniture and other home-related things that he liked. He didn't include any clips from his FaceTime conversation, but he did post a picture. Whether or not it was doctored is up for debate. They did eventually film a collaboration video together, but Stephanie Sue never uploaded it to her channel for an unknown reason. After discussing his experience with Stephanie Sue at her home, he transitioned to Veronica Wang, where he dropped a bomb. According to Nikocado, Stephanie Sue was the one who wanted to discuss Veronica Wang and Shukbong way back in August. Stephanie Sue sent a group message to both Nikocado and Zach Choi where she allegedly pitched the idea of doing a docu-series similar to Shane Dawson style, covering what happened and hopefully bringing closure to the drama. From the way it sounded, Stephanie Sue wanted Veronica, Nikocado, Zach Choi, and herself in the docu-series. Here is the message that she sent them. She, meaning Veronica Wang, is going to be in LA and wanted to meet me to talk. I haven't run the idea by her, but I'm pretty certain she'll be on board considering everything. I wanted to do a more serious docu-series type video, Shane Dawson type, with Veronica, highlighting not only everything that happened with Shukbong and including what happened between Veronica and I, but also all the personal conflicts that were involved. I want it to be less drama-focused and more about the personal struggles behind all the decisions that were made. My goal would be that things that need to be talked out can be and would shine a new perspective and light onto all parties involved. Would you like to take some part in it? It could always be a good cliffhanger to whatever you have to say to her afterwards if you were to do a collab with her or a three-way mukbang, as well as after all has been aired out. Nikocado responded, she told Zach she's there tomorrow through Wednesday. I'm on the East Coast and I'm not able to fly out that fast. Sorry. Stephanie replied, it definitely wouldn't be this week. This would take a lot more time to organize everything, but let me know if there's more advance notice if you'd be down. Nikocado asked, whose channel would this documentary go on? Zach Choi, who was uninterested in the idea, texted and said, I'm not involved in the drama, but I'll help out wherever you need me to, laugh out loud. Stephanie Sue texted, so essentially I want to address everything that she did that hurt everybody involved, starting from Shukbong, and maybe finally get her to understand that she wasn't the victim here. And I would also like to showcase a side of you that shows that you are not just here for the drama, but you're here for the underdogs, and the words that she said to you hurt you and not just angered you. I would also like people to see a little glimpse of vulnerability from Nikocado, obviously to your comfort, just like how my perspective changed when I actually got to meet you in person. Obviously you guys should have a more personal addressing of the drama between what happened with you guys for your channel, but I just hope to be an unbiased voice that can help people see all of us in a different, deeper way. Nikocado replied, it honestly seems a little much. I don't live there and would have to fly in. If it's anything like a Shane Dawson documentary, that's many different days of filming and shooting. I'm not really interested in spending weeks there for this. Yeah, a collab where we eat and chat, but that's different than a docu. I think it would be hard for you, Stephanie, to be that unbiased voice considering you were Veronica's friend and it was your own videos that started Shukbong making videos, as well as the supposed advice you gave Veronica to delete them. Like at this point in time, nobody even knew you two stopped being friends and that she treated you poorly. The conversation continues, but I won't read it all because this video will be far too long. Please feel free to pause to read. Nikocado also shared some text messages he had with just Zach Choi regarding Veronica and Stephanie Sue. I won't read the entire conversation, so pause now to read. I will, however, read this very interesting comment that Zach allegedly sent to Nikocado regarding Stephanie. Zach wrote, I kind of feel like Stephanie is trying to get involved in the drama without being involved in the drama. When she pitched the idea to me earlier, it threw me way off. And then Zach sent Nikocado this screenshot of a conversation he had had with Stephanie regarding Veronica and Nikocado. Zach wrote, but it's really up to Nick, since I wasn't even involved in it to begin with. Stephanie replied, I think I'm going to do it regardless with her since it all started with Shukbong and her and then I was personally brought into it, but I would obviously love if he got involved with me. Zach replied, I think he'd have to be involved since people don't know you two fell out. It'll just look like a friend trying to help a friend. I think they view it like they would if Shane did a series with Trisha post Vlog Squad, so Nick would have to be there for the biggest impact. Zach texted Nikocado afterwards saying, then she never replied to the last text. That was before she started the group chat. Nikocado responded, and then Zach Choi said, I don't think she liked it when I pretty much said she shouldn't do it unless you were in it. After going through all of those receipts, Nikocado then went on to say that when he was in LA a few weeks ago with Stephanie Sue, she said that they were going to discuss Veronica and Shukbang on his channel when she was at his apartment, while they were in her car, and while he was at her house. According to Nikocado, Stephanie Sue isn't the sweet, unproblematic person she appears to be on camera. In real life, she seems to be very self-serving, always trying to do what can best benefit her. When Zach was to film a collaboration video with only Nikocado, Stephanie invited herself along so that she can get viewers to her channel, according to Nikocado. Nikocado also discusses the situation in which Stephanie Sue ghosted him for an entire day when they were to collab. As I mentioned earlier, Stephanie Sue claimed that she had a breakdown after feeling manipulated by him during filming and slept off and on well into the afternoon. Nikocado was very annoyed with her because she didn't let him know what was going on. He hadn't eaten since the night before, and he felt very disrespected. Things in his video do get a bit more interesting when he points out that Stephanie Sue did several things that seemed to be odd. First, Stephanie knew what time his flight out of LA was, and she waited to upload her video when he couldn't respond to defend himself. He also pointed out that she used a tag in her video taunting him. The tag reads, "Hi Nick, I know you're seeing this." Nikocado said, "Who taunts their abuser? It's not an SEO word. If she's that upset with him, why would she taunt him?" Nikocado also pointed out that it's a bit strange that she put the phrase "in and out of sleep" on new merch to raise money for charity while at the same time discounting all of her other merch on her store. He says she did this because she knew that there would be an increase of traffic to her merch store because of the drama, which then could lead to more sales, especially if the items are discounted. He also pointed out that the phrase that hurt her so deeply days before she was now giggling about in a video. According to him, he thinks that if she really cared about raising money for charity, why not just have people donate directly instead of adding it to merch? He also found it odd that she wore her own merchandise in her "Why I'm Scared of Nikocado Avocado" video and then linked it in the description box. The last odd thing that he mentioned is that the very next video that Stephanie Sue uploaded after her truth video was an In-N-Out mukbang. He pointed out that Stephanie Sue never uses company logos in her thumbnails and videos, but now all of a sudden she is because she's capitalizing on the In-N-Out phrase, possible subliminal messaging to buy her In-N-Out of Sleep merch. At the end of his video, Nikocado did apologize for mocking her with the In-N-Out phrase after she ghosted him. He also apologized to his friends that he tagged in the In-N-Out of Sleep Instagram post because they didn't know what was going on and it wasn't right for him to drag them into it. After Nikocado uploaded his video, Stephanie Sue did respond. On Instagram, she posted the following message. Quote, "Why would you lie about something like this? Nick." Yet he continued to bluntly lie in his video. "Don't speak for me at Nikocado Avocado, and yes, I have actual receipts, not just texts between gossiping friends." And now it's time for my 2 cents on this crazy situation. I realize that my opinion may not be a popular one, but I'm okay with that. I'm entitled to my opinion. I honestly feel that both Nikocado Avocado and Stephanie Sue are dishonest and manipulative, especially in this situation. I am so glad that I waited to make this video until I had heard both sides of the story because I definitely feel differently now than I did before when this whole situation started. As I said in my Stan Culture video, it's never a good idea to take one side of a story at face value. I feel that there is a large part of this story that is missing, and I honestly don't think that we'll ever know the truth unless others decide to step forward to shed more light on the situation. I don't think that Zach Choi will speak out again. For those of you who aren't aware, Zach posted this statement to his social media on December 22nd. Please pause to read. Veronica Wang may speak out, but we just don't know. I'd like to go over the issues I have with each of them, starting with Stephanie Sue, since she was the one who uploaded her video first, which started this whole thing. I'd like to start off by saying that I don't doubt the authenticity of the breakdown that she had after filming with Nikocado and Zach. I believe that Nikocado did in fact try to get her to talk about Veronica and Shukbang even though she had changed her mind. The text messages between the two of them makes it relatively clear that Veronica was indeed brought up during filming. I believe that she changed her mind because her subscribers didn't want her involving herself in unnecessary drama, and the reason I think this is because of this message that she sent to Nikocado. "Hey Nick, sorry for the delayed response. Been super swamped trying to pack and plan for a move. Oh my god, how exciting. Holy crap, there's so much good food. I'm stoked for you. I honestly wish the circumstances were different, but I still get a large amount of comments daily about the situation, and my viewers really didn't want me to get further involved in everything that happened. But I would love to still be able to meet you when you're here and grab a coffee or something if you have time." It appears to me that between August and December, Stephanie Sue had a change of heart about discussing what happened because 1, her subscribers didn't want her involved in drama, and 2, if you remember from earlier, Stephanie mentioned that she wanted Veronica to be there for the video, and since she wasn't going to be in LA, it would appear that they were spilling the tea on her behind her back with no way to defend herself. Now onto my issues. I don't think that Stephanie Sue is as innocent as she pretends to be. I found it to be pretty shady when she wasn't transparent about the fact that she did indeed want to not only talk about Veronica Wang and Shukbong, but she wanted to do a whole damn multi-video docuseries on it. Her "Why Am I Scared of Nikocado Avocado" video made it seem that she never ever wanted to discuss the situation and that Nikocado had come up with the idea all by himself and was trying to force it upon her. To me, that's manipulating the story to fit her narrative, and it wasn't fair to Nikocado. Her shady little "Nick, I know you're seeing this" tag in her video I found to be immature, classless, and tacky. The seriousness of her video was diminished when that tag came to light. To me, it made it seem like she was deliberately making this video to irreparably damage his image and not only to simply speak her truth. It felt vindictive and revengeful. She spent a large portion of her video essentially talking about how bullying is wrong, yet she does the same thing to Nikocado in her video and not just with the tag. She poked fun at his stutter and showed a distorted image of his head. There was no need to include any of that in her video. It served no purpose other than to get back at Nikocado. Lastly, I think it was a bit much to allude to the fact that Nikocado may be a pred. Was he wrong for allegedly trying to get her to talk about a subject she no longer wanted to discuss? Heck yes, but to allude to something as serious as being a pred is wrong. Now Nikocado has to deal with people accusing him of that for who knows how long. In her video, she included clips of a video where Nikocado was talking about being upset that a date he had didn't turn intimate. The way that she heavily edited the video and the way that she talked about it made it seem like he was displaying pred behavior, and that didn't sit well with me. The fact of the matter is that there are a lot of people out there that don't know who Nikocado is. They won't know his backstory, and they would be very unlikely to do research on him. If they were to watch her video, they could assume that he is a pred. Now, is she responsible for other people's assumptions? Of course not, but she shouldn't paint things in a way that could lead people to come to that conclusion. Now on to Nikocado. As I said before, I think it was wrong of him to try to get Stephanie to talk about Veronica after she had changed her mind. It doesn't matter if she changed her mind months ago or even minutes before filming. If she didn't want to talk about it and he knew that, he should have never brought it up, period, end of story. Because of his inability to just let it go, she had a breakdown and it triggered her PTSD. Did he know that was going to happen? Of course not, but at his age he should know when to drop a subject out of respect for a friend. One of the things I did not appreciate about his response video is that he included a lot of unnecessary receipts that weren't really relevant to the situation. I didn't include them in my video for that very reason. If anything, all it did was just show how much of a gossip he is, and not only that, he may have just thrown several people under the bus. The audio clips that he had weren't of Stephanie Sue, but of another YouTuber that was talking about Stephanie behind her back with Nikocado. I hope that he got permission from that YouTuber and from Zach Choi as well, because if not, that's low. Another issue I had was that he would make up excuses for why he did things instead of just apologizing for them. For example, when he was ghosted by Stephanie and he hounded her about it instead of saying I was wrong for not letting it go, he went on about how he has attachment issues from when he was a baby and doesn't handle rejection well. A simple sorry would have sufficed. I understand why he's upset, I really do. I hate it when flaky people waste my time. It's rude, but don't harass them about it. Pretty simple. Some people may be saying, well, what about the excuse he used to take pictures inside her home? I find this one to be a little bit tricky. He said that he took pictures because he thought it was okay since she gave him a house tour and showed off her furniture and things. Is that a valid reason to take pictures inside someone's home? No. If she really didn't want him to take those pictures and he did it anyways, he needs to just apologize without the excuse. The reason I say that it's tricky is because we don't know that he did not have permission from Stephanie. She said she has footage of him taking pictures when she was in the bathroom, but she never showed the footage, and in one of the pictures he showed in his video, she was in the picture looking at him while leaning on the counter. She was right there, and there's no way she didn't know that he took a picture. She didn't look angry, she looked indifferent. If she really didn't want him taking pictures inside her home, why didn't she tell him no when she was standing there against the counter while he took that picture? You'd think if she didn't want him to, she would have said something. But, of course, maybe she did. We just don't know. Lastly, the other thing that bothered me was how long it took Nikocado to upload his response video and what he did in the meantime. It took him over a week to respond. I get not uploading on Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, hell, even the day after Christmas, I understand, but it should have gone up last week and not Monday. It was exceedingly tacky that he did 2 live streams and 7 regular uploads in that time frame. I get that he needs to work and make his money, but when you're in a serious drama, it's not a good look to upload like normal before addressing the situation. It made it seem like he was either ignoring the situation, hoping that it would go away, or that he was purposely dragging it out for money because he knew people were going to watch his videos and live streams that normally wouldn't, hoping to hear his side of the story. It was tacky. All in all, no one in this situation is innocent, and I hope both Nikocado and Stephanie Sue drop it, move on, and do better in the future. If you have a miscommunication, work it out privately because this needless public drama makes you look messy. So, what do you guys think about this situation? Who was right and who was wrong? Are they both lying? Let me know in the comments down below, but please be respectful to one another. Alright, well that's going to do it for today's extremely long video. I really do appreciate you guys spending some of your time with me today. Remember, if you are new here and you enjoy these types of videos, be sure to subscribe to my channel. Everyone give this video a big thumbs up, and I will see you very shortly on the next one. Bye!